Hello folks, this is Paragon RG. Welcome to another analyzed match of Age of Empires 4. In this case, Gilv has been kind enough to ask me to analyze one of his matches, and I'm happy to do so. In this particular match, this is Mountain Pass. Gilv is playing as the French against Sicklucker, very nice, as the Abbasid dynasty. So we will find out how this match goes. The goal is to find hopefully a tip that could have helped Gilv in this game, and then more generally, what can Gilv work on in the future. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the first chunk of this game, and I'll close this, and we'll keep an eye on Gilv's resources in the bottom left as we can. So actually pretty cool. Looks like he went for a second scout pretty much right away, which will help in generally scouting the map, as well as grabbing sheep. And that's the that's the trade-off of a single villager. This may end up being a professional scouts build. Often ends up being the case when a player adds a second scout early, just to get the most use out of those scouts as possible. Let's slow down just a little bit here. So it looks pretty standard in terms of your build order. Straight on food, straight on gold. Bring back lots of sheep now. Excellent timing on that. Good stuff. You found his town center. You see he's adding gold now. So you're probably ahead of him getting to the feudal age. It's probably a safe bet, considering how late he was getting on gold here. You have the gold you need, almost the food, ready to go up. Nicely done. All super, super smooth. Gilv's rating is over 1400, so I would expect a player of this caliber to have some pretty hammered out build orders. Of course, that makes it more challenging to find things that go wrong, but we'll slow down in just a minute and look for what can be improved. Villager production continues. Need a house shortly here. So, School of Cavalry. I'm curious to see if we see that mill go up. That will tell us if it's pro scouts or not. Okay, I'm going to slow down around. Now, so interesting. Does he have villagers coming forward? This is a good catch, whatever this is. Very interesting. Let's see what you get up to immediately in the feudal age. Knight coming out. I love this a lot. Honestly, at a lower level, I think it's underrated to just go for knights. They're so hard to deal with. You have two scouts on his one scout now. You probably lose this scout, though. I was gonna say, you get away? Nope, not quite. Yeah, and I think like it's fine. I think that's fine. It looks like you're just trying to interfere with the wall here. You're going for all-out aggression, and really you just need to delay until this knight comes out. So, no problems there. A little delayed on that second knight, if that is what you're going for. Okay. Yeah, so I would really suggest, like, we'll see if you do it here, but even make sure you have have 1.5 knights queued up. Simple thing. Yeah, this is really solid now. He's in a pretty bad spot here. You lose your other scout. That is fine. You're taking out his villagers. He's going to try to quick wall this, looks like. Don't think he finishes that. Oh, maybe he did. So your knight is currently trapped. Another knight coming out. Good stuff. You may have to... Yeah, okay. So it looks like you have to torch this down. So, well played by your opponent here. Nice. You switched to the lower HP one. That looks good to me. Looks like maybe you're just a little short on gold right now. Part of it maybe is that one of your villagers is building that archer range. Yeah. So far, the only real issue I see is not keeping the School of Cavalry as busy as it could be. Like, you could potentially have another night. Actually, probably 2 or 3 more nights at this point, because you have the food. Let's say 2 more nights. If you had the villagers on gold, which would be insanely punishing if you bust in right now with like 4 or 5 nights, let's say. Or sorry, yeah, villager coming forward, archers coming forward now as well. Looping around behind, looks like you might try to hit his gold, and you're adding your own wall. I like it a lot. Again, more idle time in the School of Cavalry. I didn't see the full extent of it, but like I saw your villagers, or sorry, your resources climbing, and then dropping once you clicked it. So he's pulled away from his gold. Okay, so about 7 seconds of idle time there. 29 seconds to make night. Good to know. Yeah, nice job with your archers. I mean, you're just causing them pain here. Pardon me. Causing pain, a little bit of idle time. Knights. I mean, honestly, so far, there's not a lot here except the School of Cavalry thing. It is idle again, and you have quite a few resources. So unless you're aiming for the Castle Age, this could be Chivalry. This could be more Knights. You're on his villagers now. Finishing up that wall, you've got the gate, very nice. Let's see where these things are directed to. Yeah, all the way on his side. Cool. Okay, knight and then chivalry. A minute for chivalry. Yeah, so again, I think in that time when I said you had like whatever 300, 300, 400, 300. Just more knights. That's really all that's needed. Your opponent has spears, but you're adding a splash of archers into the composition. You have the melee attack upgrade. I don't think you need the archer upgrade, so I think you're okay on that front. More knights queued up now. That is good. Yeah, idling. Yeah, and your goal here is... Oh yeah, nice. Just not losing knights, and that's exactly what you're doing, because chivalry will be coming in very shortly. So if you get away here with no knight losses, this is the most frustrating thing in the world to play against. Yeah. 1 knight loss, I still think this overall is pretty good. You have a lot of healing to do now once chivalry comes in. It's coming in now. Getting siege engineering. Okay, so committing to feudal age here. I don't mind that at all. You have them on the back foot. Looks like you did scout this other... That's right, I didn't take note that that was a second TC. So, I mean, to me, this looks like the right play. You would either rush for Castle Age and try to make some special use of something that only becomes available in Castle Age, like whether it's Mangonel or, I mean, not that people rush for Trebs, but a Treb or something like that. Or you power through in Feudal Age, which France is perfectly capable of doing. Okay, another knight coming in. So it's double archery range now. So I'm going to pause real quick. Let's just take a look at your resources for a second. Again, you may be angling toward Castle Age, but it looks a little bit like when I pointed out earlier that you need to make more knights. If you are pressuring full on in feudal now, you could consider adding another stable. No harm in doing that. Something I often get stuck on is like I have my special like whatever building, like the building that, let's say it's a council hall. Like, oh, that's how I make longbows now. But identifying when you have more resources than you can spend to push past that can be pretty useful. And you have the wood for another stable, so no reason why not unless you're pushing for the Castle Age. So running around, causing more problems. Archers will probably be making a ram pretty shortly here. Looks like you're hitting his other TC as well. Could consider ranged armor. If you're under his TCs a lot, that will go a long way in keeping knights alive, letting you sit under his town centers longer. Archers building a ram, good stuff. More knights queued. That's good. Yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, I think this is going insanely well. You're making the right decision. You're pushing the expansion town center, not the hometown center, which makes a huge difference. He is now pushing out with archers. Looks like he's actually headed back home, so scratch that. All right, so Ram starting to take down the secondary TC of Sicklucker. Beautiful, beautiful name. Just keeping an eye on your resources in this period. I think I could be wrong. I think you may have been house blocked multiple times. Now you can definitely resolve it in time potentially. You're doing a really good job of sniping his spears with those archers. And this can't target you. You were... I believe you're still house blocked here. I think you're only being able to build villagers because your units are dying. There you go. Okay, house comes in now. Knights run in. And you've used your wood. I'm gonna see if I missed anything. Or did you queue up a bunch of knights? You queued up multiple knights. Yeah, so... I don't think there's any... Honestly, I don't think there's any rocket science here. I think... Obviously, your general play is really good. Really nice flanking move. A lot of, like, the decisions are on point. You went for the correct town center. You elected to stay in Feudal Age when you saw that he had a second town center. You didn't lose many knights to the raiding, right? You got chivalry to heal them back up. And at this point, he's pretty dead. Any advantage he had in villagers is almost certainly gone now. I do think you want to target down his archers a little more here. Okay, yeah, you've got it. I don't see any issue here for you. So yeah, I think the biggest thing, I've said it a bunch of times, you want to keep the School of Cavalry active. This is one of the best landmarks in the game. Simple as it is. You want to keep that thing active. If you ever look at your resources and you see like 300-ish a piece, 300-ish a piece. I feel like a personal mistake I sometimes make is like, oh look, they're balanced. Well, no, balanced is close to 0, right? Balanced is under 100. Looks like he has surrendered, so let's just, actually, can I pause once that thing disappears? There we go. Cool. Okay, so again, really good game. Keep your production facilities active. 400 food is too much. That could be multiple nights. And I think if I remember correctly, you wanted more gold earlier, and it was as simple as you used a gold villager to add an archery range, and you were like waiting. I could kind of feel it. You were waiting for the 100 gold to add a knight. Otherwise, you almost always had enough gold, more than enough gold and food to keep adding knights. You added archers when you needed to. Looks like you did add a stable in the end. That's probably part of how that food dropped so quickly. Watch your getting house blocked. I think that's it. Really solid play. I think basically, at like if you wanted to hit 1500, 1600, I think you will find that they are like producing that much more efficiently, and you're gonna be like a knight. Like imagine it was a French mirror match. You'd have 4 knights and they'd have 5, and then you'd be like, oh man, I'm always behind. How do I deal with this? I think it would just be keeping as active as possible in your School of Cavalry, and maybe adding that stable a little bit sooner, just so you can keep your resources down and keep your unit numbers high. All right, Gilv, really good game. Thanks for letting me have a look at it. Folks, this has been Paragon RG. I hope you enjoyed this game analysis. Stay tuned for more analysis and casting on my channel. Have a good one.